Well, Paul has now departed on his second missionary journey in our reading today in the book of Acts. And he is accompanied this time by Silas. And he begins by going to Lystra. And that's so interesting to me because Lystra was the place he was stoned. He'd already returned once and he goes again, you know. And so as they're traveling through Asia Minor, the Holy Spirit begins to really direct their travel, and we see that displayed in the pages of Acts 16. So let me read to you Acts 16, verse 6 through 10. They went through the region of Phrygia and Galatia. They had been forbidden by the Holy Spirit to speak the word in Asia. When they came to Mysia, they tried to go to Bithynia, but the Spirit of Jesus did not allow them. Passing by Mysia, they went down to Troas. And during the night, Paul had a vision in which a Macedonian man was standing and pleading with him, "Cross over to Macedonia and help us." And after he had seen the vision, we immediately made efforts to set out for Macedonia, concluding that God had called us to preach the gospel to them. Now, in looking at the travels there, I want to note one thing there. It said that the Holy Spirit prevented them from going to Asia. That's not the continent of Asia that we know today. That is the province of Asia, which was a province within what we know as Asia Minor today, or Turkey. So just a little clarification on that. But here we see that they are on the west side of Asia Minor, west side of Turkey, in the city of Troas. And they're just across the Aegean Sea from Macedonia. And Paul, during the night, sees a vision of a Macedonian man pleading for help. And he looks at that and said, this is God telling us to go and share the gospel with them. So they bring the gospel to Macedonia. And this is significant because as far as we know, this is the first time that the gospel goes to Europe. And I believe that Macedonian man is still pleading today. That there are people today that still need to hear the gospel, whether it is your neighbor, whether it's someone across the world, or to some people that have never heard the gospel before or it hadn't clicked with them. That Macedonian man is still pleading today. And will we be like Paul and take the gospel to them?